You know, this isn't too bad. I mean, here I am, Mark Papousek, a radio announcer, and TV station says, how'd you like to do a television show? I said, fine, what do you want me to do? They said, just take a couple of days off, head out to the country, and show the people some of the up-and-coming talents of the Ottawa Valley. I said, that's not a problem. What else do you want me to do? They said, well, you got to get the talent. I said, well, let's talk to Gail Gavan. We'll go to Quia. Now, here's a girl who is a singer, a songwriter, and a school teacher as well. And I figured you got to talk to a fella who's got a #1 song on the charts in the U.S., Charlie Major. And you know, there's another fellow we have to talk to. He's an up-and-coming star for sure. His name is Jason Roos. So he said, fine, do those folks. I said, great. They said, what do you want to call the show? I said, how about the New Lights of Country Music? Hey, that's okay. All right, let's roll the credit. Let's get this show rolling. All right, let me just figure this out now. We went past the church, we saw the sand, and we got to look for there's Long Lake right there, all right. It wasn't all that hard to get to Jason Roos's house. You know, the desire to perform country music and be an entertainer has really always been part of Jason Roos's life. It's only the last few years that Jason is looking to really fulfill his dream. He's going to leave all of this and head to Nashville, Tennessee.
I just, play my music the way I feel, and I hopefully they like it that way and they have good things to say. That's all you can hope, really.
Another concert in a busy summer for Jason. Another opportunity to prove his talent. This weekend in Arnprior, he's the opening act for the group Tracy Prescott and Lonesome Daddy. And as he waits his turn to win over the crowd, he quietly goes through a transformation from Jason Roos, shy country kid, to Jason Roos, entertainer.
I think it's the fans that keep me going. When I'm up, on stage, to me, that's the greatest thing. It just, something goes through me, I change totally. I can go up on stage and not even know what I'm going to do until I get right up there, and everything just clicks. And from then on, I'm just kind of a different person.
Would you welcome Jason Roos? You had told me that you'd be true, that you'd never make me blue, and you said that he had left and gone away. Now they tell me you've been seen in a shiny limousine. I hope when I wake up I'll find it just a dream.
It is a good feeling. I like the way it feels when you play it, and I like the reaction on the fans, on their faces when you pull off, you rip off a really great tune that everybody thinks that you do well, and that's my enjoyment.
It's a good feeling.
It is a good feeling.
We'll begin a brand new life, put all troubles out of sight, and I hope we'll turn the wrongs back into right. Ain't it time to turn the wrongs back into right?
There are no pyrotechnics here, just a straightforward, down-home country delivery that has earned Jason a loyal following. Jason dreams of taking that voice to a larger audience. Long Lake is, it's a long way from Nashville, Tennessee. Now, you've got some plans to head down that way?
Yes, I do, for sure. I'm hopefully leaving in January if everything goes according to plan, and I'll be going down for 6 months, I guess, at a time, and we'll see how everything works down there, get a day job.
Maybe try to pursue that career a little harder.
Yes, exactly.
So when you get down to Nashville, it's a big place. There's been talk about they don't like people coming in there. If you don't make it there in 6 months, what are you going to do? You're going to come back home? You're going to continue to play at the Nashville Palace? What's going to happen with Jason Roos?
Well, I'm not really concentrating on that right now. I'm just want to go down and, that would really kind of, it'd get me too disappointed to think about that it's not going to work, that, what am I going to do after? I'm just going down there and I'm going to give it my best shot, and, and hopefully somebody will help me out.
Our grand champion, vocal division, Jason Roos. If tomorrow never comes,
Recent events have helped convince Jason that he has a shot at a successful music career. This past year, he took top honors on the CJOH talent show Homegrown Cafe and was a finalist at the Budweiser talent competition at the Gatineau Club. It's this kind of success that Jason strives for. The group, Tracy Prescott and Lonesome Daddy, has recently signed an international record deal. Two of the members, Tracy and brother Barry Brown, have been part of the Canadian country music scene for more than 2 decades. They know what it takes to get ahead and could tell people like Jason firsthand about the work involved in finding success in the music profession.
There are stories of people skyrocketing to stardom, but usually most of those people have paid their dues. You know, you got to work your way up the ladder.
It's probably best to try to get a professional package together with a good demo tape of either your own stuff, preferably, or songs that you're comfortable with and you sing well.
Jason, just hang in there. No matter how many rejections you get from management companies or record deals or television deals or whatever, just hang in there and believe in yourself. Surround yourself with people who believe in you and your talent, and it'll happen someday.
Basically, yeah, ditto. Just follow your dream.
So Jason, tell me, where do you want to be in this business in 5 years?
Well, I'd definitely like to be picking up some awards in Canada, there's no doubt about that. And also, I'd like to go down to the States one time and pick up Entertainer of the Year.
Well, I'll tell you what, I want to thank you for your time, and we'll be watching you as an up-and-coming star. We thank you very much.
Thank you, Mark.
In a moment, we're going to meet a very talented singer, songwriter, entertainer, and a school teacher. Yeah, that's right, a teacher. But first, we got to take a break here for a commercial. Now, I'm supposed to say theme music. Yeah, there it is. All right. Now we'll go to a commercial.
So for all boys to Quio, put on your best clothes. We're heading for a Quio, where the Ottawa flows. Where there's music and dancing, with all hands around. We're heading for a Quio, my old stomping grounds. Now the folks cross the river, Ontario side. Sure, they cross on the ferry, and they enjoy the ride. He's boss on the deck, and he'll sail you there safely to Quio, Quebec.
You know, it's appropriate that we start our next segment of the program between Ontario and Quebec, because our next guest is kind of caught between two cultures, and she writes about it in her music. We're going to visit with Gail Gavan in Quio. Just mention the name Gavan in the Ottawa Valley, and you conjure up stories of the good times at Gavan's Hotel. The music, the food, and of course, the St. Paddy's Day Bash. The hotel bearing the family name holds a lifetime of memories for this Ottawa Valley entertainer.
See what's going on in here today.
How did growing up here around the hotel situation influence your career, if it did?
I think I've had the opportunity to meet such great characters and hear such great stories and listen to such great music that I think if I'd been brought up in a private home, I might have missed all of that. And when I saw a band get up and play and see how well they were received, and I think it led me to want to do that same type of thing. Now when I get up and sing, I just love making people happy.
Maybe in the next life, I will win your love. Maybe then I'll be the one that you'll be dreaming of. Maybe with a little love, help from heaven above. Maybe in the next life, I will win your love. Maybe in the next life, I will win your love.
Okay, take care. Have a good day.
The din of the barroom has given way to life in the classroom. Gail has her teaching degree and works as a supply teacher at schools throughout the Ottawa Valley. At this school in Fitzroy Harbor, Gail proves a good performer can perform just about anywhere.
Can you give me something for my mother's birthday? Said the goat, I can give you milk for making cheese. So the microphone's going to be on the stage. You're going to be in a semicircle.
Gail is fortunate enough to be able to combine her two careers.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gail Gavan.
A group of her students helped Gail sing a song she wrote this summer. And on this night, Gail Gavan, the performer, merges with Gail Gavan, the teacher. And she and her students teach us, in song, that we can stay together, the French and English, just like they've done in Quebec, Quebec for 200 years.
Arnprior, you're great.
When you did Salute to the Valley this past summer, that must be kind of special to you because, I mean, you're from Quebec, you're a Valley girl, let's face it, and it was kind of being at home doing your own thing.
Exactly. I'm not just a Quebec girl, I'm a Pontiac girl, an Ottawa Valley girl, and a very proud Canadian girl. And it's nice to be able to go just across the river into Ontario and spread a message of unity. Being from Quebec, it is a little more special, and the song itself that I wrote for Canada 125 was a bilingual song, and being in Arnprior this summer it was so nice to share that and have the children with me.
Have you ever thought about sitting back, taking a look at both careers? I mean, the teaching, you obviously love it. You love being around the children, but yet the performing is right there in front. If you had to make the split between the two, you ever looked at that and thought, wow, what's it going to be?
Well, I think at this day and time that you're asking me, I'm sort of at a fork in the road. Both of them are going very well. I'm busier now than I have ever been singing and entertaining in places that I've never been before, and yet I do love the classroom. So maybe a year from now you'll ask me this and I'll know exactly how to answer, but so far I love both of them, and I'm getting a lot of satisfaction from both careers. So we'll just see where each one of those professions takes me.
Well, I'll tell you, if it's teaching, the kids are going to benefit, and if it's performing, we're going to benefit. So I want to thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Mark.
Now listen, you know Charlie Major.
I certainly do. He wrote the song that I have out now on CKBY.
Well, I'll tell you, this is a guy that's got a song on the charts, top of the charts right now in the U.S. We're going to talk to Charlie, but first we have to break for a commercial. So just say we're going to break for a commercial.
We're going to break for a commercial.
Don't forget the music.
Come on, let's turn it on for Charlie Major.
Someday I'm gonna ride in a Cadillac, roll on
In many ways, this man is one of Ottawa's most successful entertainers. But chances are, unless you are a country music fan, you've never heard of him. But lots of people around Nashville know him as a songwriter with a #1 hit under his belt. I tell you more about him, but hey, he's the writer.
Well, my name is Charlie Major. I'm a singer-songwriter. I've been doing this as a living for the last 15 years, and is what I plan to do for a living for the rest of my life. I would call myself a country rock artist. Well, the writing side is something I love doing. I mean, there's no greater feeling in the world than actually finishing a song, and sometimes you sit back and it's hard to believe that you actually wrote that song. Sometimes you'll stare at a piece of paper for 4 hours and wait for something to hit you, and it does, and sometimes you sit there 4 hours and nothing will ever hit you. I probably wouldn't get on stage, though, if I didn't write my own songs, because I don't know that I could actually get up and sing other people's songs.
I'll be where I wanna be, lying in the back of that Cadillac. I said, someday I'm gonna ride in a Cadillac, roll on up to them big white gates, in a long one shiny place. Gonna find me a one-way ticket, I won't be coming back. Someday I'm gonna ride in a Cadillac, Cadillac.
Well, I know Charlie's down here somewhere because we've been having a heck of a time trying to get a hold of him. Listen, there's the guitar. Charlie! Good to see you, Charlie. How are you?
Good, how are you?
What are you, picking and doing a little writing? What are you doing?
Oh, just working on another one of the many ideas that come and go.
Some of the things I was always wanted to ask you about, and that is about your writing, your performing. What is it that you want to do most? Is it both, or is it a little bit of both, or what is it?
I don't know, 15 years ago or so, I thought that I'd want to write the best song that's ever been written in this life, to the point that no one would ever have to write another song again, because mine would be the best. Kind of a song, I suppose, a song that reminds me of that is a song that Paul McCartney wrote called Yesterday. You know, I look at a song like that and I think, geez, it's amazing that he would actually think that he could write something better after that, you know. But that's one of the things about this business that I love, actually, is that it doesn't matter how good a song you've written, and I've written some fairly good songs over the years, you always think you can do better, and you're always striving to do that. And that's what keeps me going. I guess that's one of the things I love about this business.
This song is one of the reasons Charlie's future is so bright. It's a straight-ahead rocker called Backroads, and Charlie wrote it. It was recorded this year by U.S. country star Ricky Van Shelton, and it's gone straight to #1 on the charts. But, as with most overnight success stories, the success is a result of many years of hard work.
I suppose I started out writing as far back as when I was 8 years old, actually. I can actually remember being at my aunt's house, and of course I didn't know I was writing songs or I can end up writing songs, but I remember going over there and they had an old Underwood typewriter up in their attic, and I used to go up there and sit down and write stories to myself. And I didn't write my first song until I guess I was about 14 years old, about some girl that I'm sure I had a problem with, and it's not something I'd ever play to anyone again, but that's how I started.
Just when I think I'm over you, and I finally got a hold on this crazy heart of mine, I lose control all over again, and I find myself dreaming with this crazy heart of mine, and I follow where it leads, 'cause I got no
It's not hard to see why Charlie is making waves in the music business. In addition to a successful writing career, he has made a name for himself as one of the top performers in the area. This summer, he signed a multi-year record deal with BMG Canada, and that'll mean a whole lot more people will know about Charlie Major.
Been starving for love so long, looking for someone who can fill this empty space in my life. Baby, there ain't nothing but one and only when you're standing on the side of lonely. So would you take that step, me across that line tonight? For a little while I could walk on the other side.
I don't think I've ever written my best song yet, and I don't know if I ever will or not. You know? I mean, I've written some very good songs, I know that. I'm good at what I do, but I'm certainly not as good as I want to be. And there's no formula for it. I mean, I can't sit here and tell you that, you know, I can come up with one line and I know that that's a great song, or if, even when I'm finished a song, there's some songs I've written that people thought were great that I didn't think were that good, and vice versa.
I'll tell you what, we look forward to hearing your songs, seeing your videos, and listening to Charlie Major and watching him become a star, because it's in the works for him, my man.
Well, thank you very much, Mark.
Charlie, thank you very much for your time. Appreciate it very much.
Thank you.
Well, the sun sets in the Ottawa Valley, and that's all the time we have for now, too. Now, I've introduced to you 3 new bright lights of country music from the Ottawa Valley. And yes, my job may be done, but theirs is just beginning. They've got a tour, they've got management hassles, they've got to get in the studio and do recording. But you know, the nice thing about it is, there's a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. And some of the things that they could receive are million-selling records. Maybe it's awards, but fan appreciation most of all. Now, the next time you see Jason or Gail or Charlie maybe accept the Entertainer of the Year award, you'll say to yourself, where have I seen that person before? You just remember you saw them first on the new lights of country music. Oh yeah, roll the credits.
Oh, I saw the light, I saw the light. No more darkness, no more night. Now I'm so happy, no sorrow inside. Praise the Lord, I saw the light.
Now, you didn't think I was going to get through this whole show without playing the comb, did you? Hey, I saw the light.